Time to collect Seed of Lives for a free guaranteed Eve.
7K Dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be checking out the Myth Eve special dungeon. Eve is a prime special hero, so you can expect her skill set to be slightly buffed and tougher than previous heroes. For her passive, she is able to reduce a lot of damage taken, specifically from 4 to 5 target attacks and all damage basically. She also lifesteals, which means if you do not deal enough damage to her, she will lifesteal back a lot of amount. She also hides when one of your heroes fall. For her first skill, she deals 500% to 4 enemies, ignores 50% defense and decreased buff duration. And for her second skill, she deals 400% to 3 enemies the highest attack, deals greater damage the higher the defense, and also has 100% chance to bleed and poison. For her effect attack, she also has 100% chance to bleed and poison, but only 20% chance to proc. So with this, I'm gonna try two different teams. The first team is the Shane team, the second team will be the Valika team. I'm gonna talk about equipment first. Speed and crit for Shane so that she has a very initial good burst, because Fenrir is there on the team, so my lethal rate for Shane is already 100% because I have 20% on Shane right now. Double counter because I'm not using any other counter. Actually using Seek as well to cool down Shane, but it's not necessary. You can even use Chloe for poison immunity. For the accessory, I've given her this Celestial Accessory substat, which allows her to deal 30% more damage to Eve because she's a magic hero. And of course her traits also deal more to magic heroes. For Eileen, this is a PvE Eileen, so no traits for her, but just armor and very good blue jewels for increased bulk. For Seek, more counter for him. Okay, nothing much there, just more counter so that he's able to tank all the bleed and poison, and he also has immunities for that, resistances. The reason why I'm using Seek is because I want him to be the absorber for all the effect attacks that Eve may possibly land, so that I don't have a whole team of bleeding and poisoned heroes. For Yuri and Fenrir, they kind of use the same kind of build, just HP armor and very good jewels for more bulk. That's all there is. Willful rings are plus. For masteries, physical attack, okay, increased counter or increased block is up to you depending on your Seek's counter or your Shane's counter. If you want more counter on your Shane, then go ahead and give counter mastery. So Shane goes first because she has speed attack, she has the highest speed in the whole team. The first skill you need to cast is Yuri's bottom skill to land a debuff so that Eve will take more damage. And then top skill with Fenrir so that you will be buffed with crit and lethal damage increase, and also apply the block nullification on Eve. Unfortunately, it's only 3 turns and this battle is definitely gonna take more than 3 turns. Eve does good damage to you, I would say. I mean, you can significantly see that there's a HP drop. Usually, for other bosses, not really. And then Shane also here deals quite a bit of damage as well, just with her non-awakened skill. The only problem here now is the blind, because I realized I don't have blind resistance. So one trick is that you can use Shane's transformation after Eve uses her awakened skill. In that case, Shane will cleanse the blind debuff by herself, and you will be able to have a very fresh Shane who will definitely hit through. The only thing is she has a very high block rate as well, so if you don't want to use Seek, okay, for any reason, you can use someone like Mist or Zahara to reduce block rate. This is the Valika team, same thing, equipment, speed, crit, double HP, no counter. You can kind of give her the exact same setup as the Shane that I had just now. Double counter is fine as well, depending on what you prefer. The accessory as well, you can give her the one with the Willful Ring and increased damage on magic. For Sylvia here, HP and just defensive jewels. For Chloe here, for poison immunity 6 turns, just HP. I don't even have the Willful Ring on her. It doesn't matter if she dies, but if you can give her the Willful Ring, it'll be even better. Take note that Eve does have buff duration reduction, so your poison immunity is effectively only 5 turns. So for Valika, you need to do more things. You need to buff a lot more and click more skills. So same thing, use Yuri's bottom skill first, then Fenrir's top skill. Ideally, you should use Valika's top skill first. I pressed it wrongly. Yeah, so use Valika's top skill first, because Eve can reduce buff duration. You don't want this buff to be reduced. then use Fenrir's top skill. Okay, either way, you have to use the skill. And then depending on whether your Valika's Awaken skill is ready, otherwise you can use her bottom skill. Her bottom skill will be able to do quite a bit of damage to Eve. If her Awaken skill is ready, you can also opt for using her Awaken skill instead. Unfortunately, my Valika got blinded, so I don't want to take the risk. Eve's blind is only for 2 turns, so you can actually use Yuri's Awaken skill if it is ready, and this will allow you to deal a lot more damage to Eve. And in case, you know, your Awaken skill gets blocked, which is about to happen, I can assure you. Yeah, see, in this case, Valika still can deal a lot of damage to Eve, and that's the good thing with using Yuri's Awaken skill. So the Synthesis event is really for 30 days. You can collect 30 Seeds of Life, and then you can trade them in for Eve, 1 copy of Eve. You can also trade in copies of Eve if you have Eve shards which are purchased, and also if you have extra Seeds of Life somehow, you can get Dark Knight Jewels, Gold Ores, and also Substat Stones. We don't have the typical Synthesis event like for using 4 copies of older Prime Heroes, so this is really a brand new system they have introduced. And that's all for this video. Do let me know what you guys think of the dungeon. It shouldn't be too tricky. And also, the Fighter's Soul is really up to level 2 only that is relevant, because I don't have increased damage done on magic units, okay? If you found the video helpful, do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more guys. Thank you so much and see you!